Hello. So, if you're new to my channel, my name is Dr. Shahbaz Ansari. I'm starting my NHS journey as an A&E doctor in the North Wales, and I've been helping doctors and junior colleagues and seniors as well who want to start their NHS journey and want to be a doctor in the UK. So, in this video, this is basically the part 2 of how to apply for a UK visa for PLAB-2 candidate, and you can also use this thing for PLAB-1 as well. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So, and in the starting, I would just like to tell you that I will share my timeline, that how I went through the whole process from start to the end, how many months did it take me from the prep till the visa arrival. And after that, I'm going to be telling you about my cover letter. I will be sharing a generic form of my cover letter. Obviously, I'll be eradicating my information, so you can use it as a template if you want. If you can improve it, that's up to you, or you can just copy paste it. That's totally up to you. And finally, I've got some questions that were asked by doctors, so I'll be answering those questions as well. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So yeah, first of all, my timeline. So initially, I booked my PLAB-2 in August, but due to the COVID scenario, it got cancelled. So I got a priority seat and I booked it in November for 5th of March. And as I mentioned in the earlier video, I'll be putting up the link here for the part 1. So in order to enter to the UK, you have to apply 3 months before. So I had been preparing all of my documentation, all of the necessary slips and bills and whatever was necessary. My exam was on the 5th of March, so I had to apply at least 3 months before that. So it was around mid of December. So I jotted down all my documents, gathered them in a sequential manner. So initially the cover letter and everything was a trial and error method, but by the end I did get into the detail, and a lot of information that you get on the internet is a bit vague. So I do talk to a person who is actually done it, and a lot of people actually who are doing it or will be doing it, they have so much confidence and tell you so many confusing things. So beware of that, and just hear everyone and filter according to yourself. Anywho, so I applied for my visa by the mid of December. I took an appointment, made everything, done my biometric, and it takes around 10 to 15 working days for you to arrive. You'll get it once it's done. So I got an email telling me that my visa has been issued, my visa application has been processed. So this happened in the mid of December someday, but it took me around 10 more days to actually receive my passport, and that is when you discover that whether your visa is accepted or rejected. You won't get an email telling you that your visa has been approved or not. So you will just get an email that your visa application has been processed. So I got my visa, I got my passport in the early January, and I flew the country and came to UK on the 11th of January. So yeah, that was my timeline. It took me around 2 to 3 months to prepare for the documentation and apply for the visa and wait for the visa acceptance. Okay, so I've got a couple of questions asking me that. So question number 1 was that can my brother sponsor me, or can my uncle sponsor me, or can somebody else sponsor me apart from my father or mother? Well, absolutely, they certainly can, but you have to since for example, your brother is sponsoring you, you have to shift your sponsorship things from your father or whatever to your brother or the person who is actually sponsoring you. But you'll have to signify, and you have to prove the document that okay, they are related to you. For example, if your brother or it's your mother or somebody else, if your blood relation is actually sponsoring you, you have to give an FRC. This is a family registration certificate. You can get it from Nadra in Pakistan. And if your uncle is sponsoring you, you have to attach their document and their income tax returns, their letter of sponsorship, and whatever there is. Okay. The second question I was received that what strong family ties do I have to have? Well, owning a property in Pakistan, completing your house job or internship in Pakistan, having a secure job in Pakistan, and so basically these are all ties that link to your country, to your own country, that you will actually come back. So that's the second one. The third question was does having a job improve the probability of me getting a visa? Well, it certainly does. So if you have a job, it means you're financially independent, and there is a job which you will come back to. If you get the opportunity, or if you can convince your HR in the hospital to actually give you a no objection certificate, or they can actually give you a letter stating that okay, this is the person, he's been working in our hospital from so and so, and we allow him and this letter has been written in order to allow him or her to apply for a visa, and we approve of the leave or whatsoever period they are going to go. So yeah, that's the third question. So the fourth question was that I am a government officer working as a medical officer for some government. So what do I need to do? So this is a bit of a tricky situation, because if you have a government passport, you might actually get a visa by not showcasing them that you have a job. Because if you have a government job, so basically you're working for the government and that is your employer, and whenever you actually go abroad, or whenever you have to go on a vacation or go to travel for an exam, you have to ask for permission whether they have allowed you or not. So yeah, this might be a tricky situation, and you might have to ask your government officials about a leave, granting you a no objection certificate. So yeah, that's a bit of a tricky situation. It's better you talk to your concerned authorities that whether it's an appropriate choice to showcase your government job or not. But it does showcase a lot strong country ties, because government jobs is actually the best that you can get. Okay, and yeah, so the other question that I was received, that do I should I actually apply it myself, or should I actually involve an agent or some agency through which I should apply? Well, to be honest, I did not apply through an agency. Whatever knowledge I got was either from the internet or the friends who have actually applied this thing in their near past. So that's up to you, and to be honest, everything is there on the internet, so it's not necessarily that you have to do that. So another question was, should I mention my academy in the visa process? Well, there's a bit of a discrepancy, because I've heard my friends who are from here. She was a friend from India. She said that her visa got rejected when she wrote about her academy, because a lot of many of the academies are not registered, and the UK government did not recognize them as an organization, so their letters actually do not matter. So that's up to you. And to be honest, if you actually add them in your cover letter or in your itinerary, that actually gives you like a 15 extra days of stay in the UK. So 15 extra days of UK means 15 extra days of expenses, so you'll have to justify that in your itinerary or cover letter as well. So it's your choice if you want to add it or not, but I would advise you not to add it, because personally speaking, well, I'll show you in my cover letter as well. My stay was supposed to be at least 20 days or 1 month, but I stayed more than that, because the standard visit visa is actually 6 months. So once you get issued for the 6 months visa, you can actually stay that long. Okay, so most of the candidates, most of my friends, most of the doctors that I know, they applied for 15-20 days and they got the visa, because that's a justifiable amount of expenses that I had, and that it was that that was the number of days I could actually explain to them. So yeah, that's up to you if you want to give the PLAB Academy's reference or not. So I'm going to be sharing my cover letter as well. Obviously, I'll be eradicating my information, so just bear with me. You can always pause the video and read the cover letter according to your ease. You can screenshot it if you want, but just bear with me. So my cover letter is a bit lengthy because I went a bit overboard. I told them from the start till the end. So yeah, just bear with me. And I've also attached a checklist in the end of the cover letter and a summary at the last, so it might be able to help you out as well. So yeah, here it is, and I'm gonna explain the things which I need to be explained. Okay, so yeah, this is it. So yeah, and that was about it. I hope you like this video. If you've got any question, you can always comment on the comment box below. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you have any questions, you can always ask them. And if you like this video, please give me a like, share and subscribe my channel for more unique and productive videos. So yeah, that's about it. See you then. Bye.